Today we are going to do all methods of meal prep chicken. We're going to go through a bunch of different processes here, how you can make it taste better, how you can make it moist, some tips and tricks that go across all of them, but then the individuals.
Hey y'all, my name is Jenna Fail.
And I'm Chef Robbie Jester, winner of Guys Grocery Games, Beat Bobby Flay, and Pressure Cooker on Netflix.
What are we doing today, Robbie?
So today we're gonna have another one-on-one. Now if you watched the ground beef episode, you know I'm watching your meal prep videos. So we gotta have another fucking talk, okay? Your chicken is dry as shit. You know it's
dry as shit. You know you don't like eating it. It's awful. I can see it. It's like it makes me parched just watching you eat that shit.
So today we're gonna do all methods of meal prep chicken.
I love that because a lot of people shy away from meal prep specifically because of chicken, because it is hard to get juicy and then to maintain that throughout the week, obviously, when you cook it. So I'm excited about this episode.
Correct. So for meal prep chicken, our first rule is gonna be whole muscle cooking. So we're not gonna chop our chicken breast up and roll it in a bowl with a bunch of sauce and salt and shit. We're gonna leave it whole. So chicken breasts whole, chicken thighs whole, whatever you're using, we're gonna leave them whole and cook them whole. The reason being is when you chop things up, you add all this extra surface area to the product, which is all cooking. And chicken is lean product. We all know chicken is lean meat. That's why we eat it for our meal prep. But if you have all this extra surface area, you just have all this extra points where moisture can leave this.
Okay.
So we're gonna cook them whole. So we're gonna talk about poaching. We're gonna poach some chicken, talk about the versatility of that and the ease of that. We're going to sear and roast some chicken, and then we're also gonna grill some chicken. We're gonna talk about different ways to flavor it. So poaching chicken, you want your water to be just below the boiling point. So we just had it, you saw me at the beginning of the episode, it was like going. So now I'm trying to get it back to the point where we're at a simmer. We're gonna add our flavoring. So when we poach this, you could use all chicken stock.
See, I probably would.
All vegetable stock.
I do that.
And that's just gonna reinforce that chicken flavor in your chicken.
Okay.
In this case, we're using water. You could use bouillon as well. So I'm gonna do a little bit of our Himalayan salt. I'm gonna go ahead and do the black pepper into the poaching liquid. And basically you can flavor this however you want. So we're gonna throw some whole garlic cloves in here to add some essence of garlic there. And then we're gonna add some bay leaves, which adds kind of a savory note that we associate with stews and sauces and all of those kind of like comforting flavors. I'm gonna throw a few of those in there. You wanna make sure though that you pull those out before you start eating your chicken, because they are definitely, while you can get through them, they are not delicious to eat.
They're not appetizing either. Okay.
So we're gonna turn our flame back up just a tad bit, bring it back to a simmer, and we're gonna take the chicken breasts. Let's just do two of them right now. And we're gonna go right in there. We have our simmering liquid here. We flavored it however we wanna flavor it. You could do lemon and rosemary. You could do thyme and lime. You could do shallots in here. You could do chili peppers if you want. Whatever you like, whatever flavor profile you like, you can add it to this. You even, if you're the type of person that you like the flavor of pork products, but you don't necessarily want to be eating it because it's high in fat versus your macro mix, you could throw in a ham hock in here, and it's gonna add that pork flavor and just deepen and enrichen the flavor. But it really is versatile, and this is gonna kind of go. So this is one of those things where we put this on, let it go, and in all reality, we could then take this poaching liquid, which at that point is a fortified stock or broth, and we could turn that into soup. So it is versatile, but we're just gonna let that go while we move on to our next product. We're gonna go ahead and marinate some chicken thighs. The way that we're gonna do that, so there's a certain chicken joint. They're not open on Sundays. We all love their grilled nuggets. It's one of those macro-friendly things that we all can eat at a fast food restaurant in a pinch. And the secret to those grilled nuggets is gonna be pickle brine. Now we're adding a little bit of our own twist to it. This is gonna be jalapeno pickle brine. So we're gonna go straight in there.
So all the people that are mad about pickles being on their Sunday closed sandwich need to just get over existing pickles anyway.
Correct.
Pickles already there.
Yep. So it's marinated in pickle juice. That's the secret. So we got in there. We're gonna go in there with our thighs.
Now I will tell you, I'm a thigh chicken eater. That's what I prefer over breast, but I do always trim the extra fat off.
So I
That's
leave
me.
it on there, especially when we're gonna be grilling it, because a lot of that fat is gonna help and shield our chicken from the possibility of being overcooked.
Okay.
But it's also just adding extra fat, extra flavor. The fat drips down, it kind of burns a little bit. I just think it's delicious.
It is
So,
delicious. How many do you want in there?
I think we just go in with all of them.
Okay.
So we're gonna make it a little bit spicy too. We're already on the jalapeno theme. We're gonna go in with a little bit of our hot sauce. And again, this is basically brining your chicken, only you don't have to make the brine. If you watch our turkey episode, we make the brine for that episode. But here, this is just brining your chicken, but you're kind of cheating a little bit because you're using a pre-made product that still is very low in calorie, very high in flavor. So we want to go ahead and use that. So we're going to marinate this. I would suggest marinating this for about 2 hours up to overnight, but overnight it could get a little on the salty side. So we want to just be careful about the sodium in it. Sodium is a nutrient. We all need it. Excuse me, it's a mineral. We all need it. It's essential for hydration and things like that. So you don't want to not have any salt in it. However, you want to make sure that you do control salt where you can control it. So then our other method here is we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take this last lonely chicken breast. We're gonna season with our seasonings. And as you watch Fail Proof Kitchen, you'll know that we kind of use a lot of the same seasonings for a lot of things. One, because they're staples, usually in pretty much everyone's cabinet. You know, you have garlic powder, you have onion powder, you have those things. You have chickeny hands if you're Jenna right now.
Hold on.
So we're gonna go in with our paprika. We're gonna do some garlic powder.
Well, I was gonna do it.
You can do the onion powder and the cracked pepper. We're gonna take our saute pan, turn it on high heat,
Both sides of this or just one?
both sides.
Okay.
Would you like both sides of the chicken to be delicious?
I would, Robbie.
Then we're gonna season both sides. Sometimes you have to hear it from somebody else in order for it to make sense for you too. So the process for this chicken breast, we're gonna sear this chicken breast in a pan, then we're gonna transfer to a quarter sheet tray or a small cookie sheet. We're gonna finish it in the oven. By searing it and then finishing it in the oven, we're gonna kind of lock in the flavors. We're gonna develop good flavor on the outside, a good texture on the outside of the chicken.
Okay.
But we're also gonna lock in moisture. And moisture is what I'm trying to get you to here, because the moisture in your meal prep is gonna make you wanna eat it.
That's right.
No more dry ass shit. We're gonna make some delicious, moist chicken that you wanna eat, and more importantly, that when you reheat it, it's not dry. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna do a little bit of our experienced olive oil, and yeah, we're there.
Really? Okay.
Yep, and oh, nope. So presentation side down, so you have the side that she has here, this side is the bottom side, it's the side that would connect to the bone. So we want that nice, smooth top side, we wanna put that down first.
Okay.
Yes. So we're gonna sear it. I'm not moving the chicken breast around, I'm just trying to make sure the oil gets all the way around it. And I always start with a little bit and then add more, because we don't wanna just have it swimming in a sea of oil. We wanna make sure that we're controlling those calories as a part of the cooking process. We are now at a point where this has got some beautiful brown color to it. So we're just gonna use our fork, flip it over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, super fast. So if you have a metal handle on your saute pan like this, you actually can go straight into the oven with it. But because we're filming tons of fail-proof kitchen for you, we're gonna transfer this to a tray and put it in the oven, because we're gonna need this saute pan again. There we go. And we're gonna go into a 400-degree oven on convection roast. Most everything we do in the fail-proof kitchen, we're gonna do on convection roast. We're gonna try and not burn the pan. We're gonna do it on convection roast because we want that constant fan blowing, the constant air blowing around the pan. We want that constant flow of heat. And more importantly, that fan is gonna help that oven recover as we open the door or we close things. So it's gonna make sure that we have even heat the entire time. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our brined, jalapeno hot sauce brined chicken thighs. We're gonna go outside and we're gonna grill them for you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put our chicken thighs on. We get our grill set to high. Smooth side is going down. And for this method, I am a fan of taking a little bit of the brine and kind of just going on top a little bit. Some of it's gonna run off, but some of it's just gonna kind of sit there. And we're gonna let that go. Gonna come back in like 10 minutes or so, give them a flip. All right, so 2 of our 3 chickens are done. So we have our poached chicken done, and then we have our seared and roasted in the oven done. The way that we know that they're done, can you hand me the thermometer? Is because we're gonna go ahead and go into the thickest part of the muscle.
Still in the water. I would have never.
Still in the water is fine. So I'm gonna tell you something. Don't freak out. So the safe cooking temperature for chicken is 165 degrees. I don't want you to cook your chicken to 165 degrees. Don't come at me. If any of you work for the health department, just take a fucking chill pill.
Go to the next video.
So what's gonna happen is something we call carryover cooking. So these proteins are gonna carry over an additional 5 to 10 degrees, depending on how big they are. So what we wanna do is cook to 160, let it carry over, and that's gonna lead us to a nice juicy product.
Would I be wrong in saying, regardless, you're heating it up likely for meal prep anyway?
Correct.
Right?
Don't come at us. If you serve yourself raw chicken, you dumb. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna let our proteins rest here. And the resting process is gonna allow any internal juices to redistribute. So we're gonna let these rest for probably another 10 minutes, and then we're gonna start to work our magic with them. But that redistribution process, super important. We don't wanna cut them right away. If we cut them right away, everything's gonna fall right out of them.
Right.
So we wanna maintain that juiciness. So 10 minutes later, we'll be back. All right. So I like to just kind of press it.
Yeah.
And like generally if it's fairly taut, then that lets me know that it's cooked all the way.
Okay. Yeah.
A little jalapeno,
Yeah,
a little,
it comes through.
A little chickeny. It's delicious. So we've got all of our different chicken meal prep methods done, and we're gonna kind of go through 3 different options here, but the world is your chicken oyster. You can do whatever you want. You can kind of mix and match these things. So first, gonna have Jenna cut these. So we have our thighs that we basically did closed on Sunday style with a little bit of pickle brine. So she's just gonna cut them into nugget shape right now. Again, we cooked them whole muscle, so they're gonna stay moist and be delicious. So we're just gonna go into our meal prep container here, and then we have a little bit, this is a little bit of like Carolina mustard barbecue, and that's also a great way to control the amount of calories that you're doing, to control your macros, is to get these are called portion cups or souffle cups, and you put them in your meal prep container. You have exactly the right amount of sauce, so you know what your macros are when you're tracking. Then you've got your own nuggets, and again,
nice.
They're super cute, super delicious, but you have beautiful little nuggets for yourself that you made, and you really could just combine making your chicken for your meal prep. Say you want to do chicken thighs, you love chicken thighs, you could do the grilled method like we talked about. You could season them and sear them like we did with the chicken breasts, and do kind of all those different methods all at the same time. Really, we're here in the fail-proof kitchen, but cooking these different chickens really took about 25 minutes if we weren't moving here or there, moving cameras around and stuff like that. So super fast, super quick, not something that's gonna take you a lot of time, but you can have a lot of variety.
Well, I think that's the thing, people get intimidated with the amount of time it takes to meal prep, but honestly, like you said, we cranked this out in 30 minutes. Now you're set up for the entire week. Now we're talking about the barbecue sauce, but I'm thinking about our homemade ranch from yesterday. That's in another episode, and that would be so good on this chicken. So you can kind of have your little adult chicken nuggets here, and you can have macro-friendly ranch with it, and also our other dressing here for this salad as well.
Yeah, so we're gonna take our pulled poached chicken, and we're gonna make a little bit of chicken salad out of it. If you could just mince this shallot for me, and then chop up our fresh dill.
Yep.
So to make the chicken salad a little more macro-friendly, we're gonna add our non-fat Greek yogurt in here. And that's gonna be in place of mayonnaise, so it's just a great swap in general for dressings and marinades and things like that. Anytime that you would use mayonnaise, which is super, super high in fat, not necessarily high in protein, you can swap out Greek yogurt.
Robbie, the real question is, are you a grape fan in your chicken salad?
I like grape in my chicken salad.
I do too. Some people fight you about that down here in the South.
Like grape in my chicken salad. I like dill and onion in my potato salad. And
I do too.
people, never, ever, ever like you're embarrassing us when you put raisins in your potato salad.
Keep your brand ass potato salad to yourself.
Doesn't go there. It doesn't make sense.
In
I don't
potato
understand.
salad?
Yep, it's a thing.
Never heard of it.
Google it. It's
Illegal.
a thing.
I like dried cranberries in my chicken salad.
So we're gonna go ahead and mix this up. We have a little bit of that stone ground mustard. Again, our Greek yogurt. We're gonna throw in our chopped shallot for a little bit of onion/garlic flavor.
It's ready if you're ready. Or do you want them both at once?
So you can go in with the onions and then we'll do that next. We are gonna season with a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. You could just use kosher salt. This is what we have in the fail-proof kitchen, so we're gonna use it. Fresh cracked black pepper. Look at those knife skills.
Robbie, you
Look
taught
at
me
'em.
good.
Just look at it. Would you just look at it?
I like that sound, Robbie.
I like it too. It means you're making progress and maybe I know what I'm talking about.
Ready?
Yep, come on right in. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yep, yep. Some habits die hard. Some habits die hard. What we don't do is knock the knife blade that we are maintaining and keeping sharp on the edge of the bowl. We don't do that in the fail-proof kitchen.
See, I get one step ahead here and then 2 steps back immediately.
Yep.
All the compliments were coming.
Yep,
And
that's why I don't compliment you, because then we just go to shit right afterwards. So, we have beautiful chicken salad here, pulled chicken salad.
Very nice.
So good.
It is. You know what I
Yep.
put in there with little toasted pecans?
Yep, you can do toasted pecans, you can do the craisins like you're talking about. But then we have our bed of spinach here. We can go right on top of that beautiful chicken salad.
Look at that.
And then we could put a little portion cup on the side of our raspberry honey
Yes.
vinaigrette.
Check out our sauce episode if you guys want to know what we're talking about.
Macro-friendly sauces. The vinaigrette we're talking about is in there. The ranch we're talking about is in there. And then also, I just thought about this. So for our rice bowl, we're gonna slice our seared chicken breast that we've allowed to rest. But if you did the cheese sauce and salsa on top of that, you got like a little
Perfect,
Tex-Mex
yes.
rice bowl. You know, we eat with our eyes first, even when it's our meal prep. So I think it's important to make your meal prep look nice. You're gonna wanna enjoy it, you're gonna wanna eat it. Nothing's worse than going through all this work and then letting it sit in your refrigerator and die. So we're just gonna cut our chicken breast on a bias like this.
Damn, that looks good, Robbie.
Then we can fan it out. Nice, look at it, nice and moist
Yeah.
that is. We can go right in here, in with our pre-portioned rice.
Wow.
And then a little ramekin of sauce, a little bit of our macro-friendly cheese sauce, a little salsa. There's tons of little accompaniments that are delicious, add tons of flavor, but are low on the macro count, so they don't affect your goals. That would be a great addition here. So we have all of these ways for you to meal prep chicken, for you to enjoy it, eat it throughout the week, make sure it's moist and delicious so that you don't choke it down, you throw it back.
No, that looks like something you want to eat.
Yeah.
I'm ready to dive into these. Look at that. If that was sitting in your fridge, guess what? I'm sticking to my
damn right.
plan.
Damn right.
All right, I gotta try that. This piece right here, look at that.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh yeah.
You can taste that little bit of jalapeno heat in there, but it's not
can
too
smell
much.
it.
Then you got like the sour from the brine itself. Trying it with our ranch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the dill through that.
Yeah. These are all so good.
Chicken salad. Yep.
I
Delicious.
do prefer thighs, but man, with that ranch,
Damn right. So
love it.
if you want more help sticking with your plan, please like, subscribe, share, comment.
And ding that bell for post notifications so you can stay up to date on all the new fail-proof episodes.
We'll see you next time.